All right. So what's your name?
Andrew,
Andrew. Okay. How old are you, Andrew?
I'm 56.
56. Okay. Are you originally from London?
No, I'm from the north of England. I'm from Manchester.
Okay. So you're originally from Manchester, yeah?
Yes,
What's the current situation? You're out here on the streets?
yes, I am.
How long you been out here on the streets?
I've been on the streets now for about 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah,
Okay. So is it your first time being homeless?
no.
No? When was the first time you became homeless?
The first time I became homeless was when I was 19 years old.
Wow. 19 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. So what actually led to that?
When I've been in and out of hostels, the thing is with hostels is that a lot of them have residents in there with drug problems. I don't have a drug problem. And there's been a few times where I've been robbed by drug addicts. And I got kicked out of the hostel because I got involved in a fight with a drug addict.
Right. So before you became homeless at 19, was you living with parents?
No, I grew up 5 years in care.
5 years in care. Okay. So you went from care, and then what happened? Did they kick you out?
No, I left care at 18, and then I went on the streets at 19 because there was no support.
There was no support.
No.
Wow. So, typically when you leave care, they're meant to give you support, right? How come
Correct.
you didn't receive any?
Well, I did ask about it, but conveniently they lost my file. Conveniently.
They lost your file?
Yes. They said they lost it, but no way. No way can they lose a file. Not that important. It's just the services. They don't do what they're meant to do. They say they do all this and do all that, but when it comes down to it, when they look at the real issues, they're not covering everything they should do.
Okay, so you feel like they failed you?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was it like being on the streets at that age? What did you do to survive?
It was very hard. First time I was on the streets, it was very frightening. I didn't know where to go, what to do, and I'd heard that there was a lot of nasty people around, so I was really frightened at that age.
Okay.
Ever since then, I've been in and out of hostels, and the same thing happened because of drug addicts. I've got involved in fights, and they don't tolerate that in hostels, so I got kicked out.
Right. So you was actually housed in a hostel,
Yes.
and because you got into trouble, they kicked you out, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, okay. What was going through your mind when you hit the streets the first night?
Pardon?
What was going through your mind? Do you think you would be on the streets at that age?
I did not think I would be on the streets at that age. I thought I was only protecting my property. Yeah. I did try to explain it to them, but they just wouldn't listen.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. So, from 19, you've been on the streets, man. And you're 50-something now, yeah?
I'm 56 now.
Have you received any help at all?
In bits and bats, yeah, but nothing permanent.
Yeah, when was the last time you was housed?
Last time was housed in my proper, when I had a flat, was in 1990.
1990?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened with that?
I just got loads of trouble at my door because the area I was living in, it was full of aggression, drug related, and I've just got a load of rubbish people at my door, and again I got involved in fights, and so the council just evicted me because they thought I was on drugs.
Right. Okay. So you was hanging around the wrong crowd, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do to survive out here? How do you make money?
Doing this.
Yeah. So you just kind of like sit there and beg?
Yeah.
Okay. What's a typical day like when you're begging? What's the most amount you've made in a day?
The most amount I've made is only about £30.
£30.
But I've been sat here for about 6-7 hours to do that.
Yeah. So one day the most you've made is £30?
£30, yeah.
Okay. What do you typically do with the money when you receive it?
I buy breakfast at the mission. I go into places like Burger King and get cups of tea. And buy things from Burger King.
Do you take any drugs?
Every now and then, but I'm not an addict.
No addict. Okay.
No.
What kind of drugs do you take?
I have smoked crack, cocaine, but not very often. I smoke it about twice a week, and that's just to escape this reality.
Okay. Alright, so when was you first introduced to that?
First introduced to that about 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah? Okay. So when you don't have access to it, how do you kind of feel?
It just takes me away from reality, you know. It helps me to forget the situation I am in.
So it kind of like numbs the pain in a sense.
Pardon?
It kind of allows you to forget about your situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, man. So, do you have any family around?
No.
No. Any siblings?
No.
Just out here alone?
Out here on my own.
Are your parents still alive?
No.
No. Sorry to hear that. Do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. So you're just like simply out here alone.
Yeah.
Does it get lonely out here?
It can do, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful what kind of people you meet and get involved in. So, I mean, it's out here in London, UK. It can be kind of dog eat dog.
Okay. What is it dangerous out here? What kind of things do you go through?
Well, I get. I've never been threatened with any weapons, but I've been faced with aggression before, and I've just backed off and walked away. Because I'm not violent. The only time I have fought is again in hostels when I've been robbed, when my room's been robbed. And I've ended up fighting with the drug user that has robbed my room. But generally, I'm not a violent person.
Okay, that's good, man. So you try to avoid trouble, yeah?
Yes.
That's good, that's good. Have you ever been to prison?
Yes.
Yeah? What was that for?
That was for stealing cars.
Stealing cars?
Yeah.
Are you able to walk me through that? What happened? What did you kind of do with that?
Well, it was going back about 30 years ago when the cars didn't have the same security as they have now. I just got into a car and hot-wired it.
Right. Okay. So how long did you serve?
Longest I've served is 2.5 years.
2.5 years. What did you learn from going to prison? Did you have any regrets?
In prison, you learn how to avoid the police. You learn about crime in prison.
You learn about crime?
Yeah.
Okay. So once you came out, do you feel like you're able to like avoid crime? Do you feel like you've learned your lesson?
Now, yeah, because I'm too old. But then, when I was younger, I thought, well, the police at that time in Manchester wasn't very nice. They're still not very nice. What it was like, it was me versus the police, really. If I could get away in the car, if I could take a police chase and get away, then it felt good. Because I do not like the police in Manchester.
Yeah. Okay. Is that why you're in London, to avoid the police?
No. I'm in London because London's bigger than Manchester, and I thought there was a lot more opportunities in London than there would be in Manchester. There isn't. I haven't found as many opportunities as I thought there would be.
Yeah. That's very sad. What do you feel like could be a position for you to kind of get back on your feet?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I need help to do that, but the help just isn't out there. Unfortunately, the way the system is that you get more help if you're a drug addict or an alcoholic. If you don't have any problems, you've got a problem because you won't get any help.
It's unfortunate, you haven't received any help, especially, at this age.
I know.
Do you have any skills or talents?
Yes, I've got 2 qualifications at school. I also I've done sales in the past. I'm generally, thank you, sir. I've done sales in the past, and I've learned a lot about life in my lifetime, just by watching generally people going past. I've learned a lot on the streets. You do learn a lot.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Do you have any advice for anyone that's thinking of hitting the streets?
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not as easy as you think. It's not. People think that if you're on the streets, it's a lot better than being housed. No, that's a misconception. Because it can be very hard on the streets, can be very frightening, and it can get very rough. And on the streets, it's so easy to get into the drug game. So my advice to anyone who's even thinking of going on the streets, don't do it. It's not easy. You may have a very hard time, and it's so easy to get into drugs.
Thank you for sharing that, man. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, we have one more here.
To the young people, learn what they can, don't get on the streets, and you need to improve yourself. Yeah? Go on the streets, you go down. Yeah? Keep the head above water. Yeah? Learn what you can at school. Learn. Even go to college. Get a good job. Yeah? Be sensible, and your life will be fine.
Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing your story.